America, spread your golden wings, flying high, flying high. That's that song from the American Adventure at Epcot. I don't know all the words to it, but God, that brings a tear to my eye. I rode through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, for there ain't no one for to give you no pain. Ba 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 ba. That's relevant because the band is called America. And this is my tribute to all nations, but mostly America. That's another Disney World reference. This is my tribute to America, 4th of July. Woo-hoo! Yeah! Fireworks, beer, barbecue, gold eagles. Caw! That's right, this week I'm making my red, white, and blue all-American smash-out slushie for the 4th of July. It's a glass of booze. So to make this drink, you're going to need a couple of things. You should get some bonded bourbon. Don't go crazy. I think this Jim Beam, perfect. And you're going to need yourself a little, you're going to need a little Mountain Dew. You're going to need a little bit of that White Lightning. You're going to need a little Moonshine. This is Glen Thunder Corn Whiskey, product of Finger Lakes, about 90 proof. Has a picture of an Indy 500 car on it. Don't know why, but that's cool. Let's read the thing. Glen Thunder is a fine-tuned, true... this is perfect. This is great. I'll just read this for you guys. Hold on a second. Glen Thunder is a fine-tuned, true American corn whiskey made to honor one of America's greatest raceways, Watkins Glen. For more than 60 years, the world's best drivers and most diehard fans come to the Glen. Its legendary road course has seen everything from the early days of racing in the streets to the wild spectacle of the Grand Prix to today's high-tech open-wheel and stock car races. Racing at the Glen is all about balance and power, and the same goes for Glen Thunder. That's why every driver at the Glen has a 750 of Glen Thunder Moonshine in there. Wow, that's crazy. This is drinking and driving booze. We shouldn't have used this. I'm sorry, I just want to point out, it's really weird that this is 90 proof Moonshine themed to driving. You guys might want to rethink that a little bit. I mean, I do get it though, right? Because the birth of NASCAR supposedly comes from the bootleggers souping up their cars to outrun the revenuers. So that's where NASCAR comes from. You know, them good old boys. They're just the good old boys. I never mean it no harm. Talking about them Duke boys, baby. So there's a lot of drinks that are layered and red, white, and blue, and that's not really something we normally would do here at How to Drink, but you gotta do it once in a while. You gotta let your hair down. You gotta let your freak flag fly. There's a lot of F's in that. When you're drunk, that's tough to do. You gotta let your freak flag fly and let your hair down and say, hey, it don't matter. Let's just make this thing. Let's just make tacky but tasteful, red, white, and blue, America-themed slushy. Okay? We're gonna make this thing. Now, I thought I was gonna need a blender to do it, but I found out from trial and error that I could do this without the blender, and I think if you can do it without a blender, it's even easier. What you will need is a bunch of crushed ice. So I've got my Lewis bag and my hammer, and I crushed up some ice. I did that before. You could use a blender to crush ice. You could use an ice crusher to crush ice. If you have a machine that crushes ice, like on your fridge, you could use that. I don't. So I do it with a hammer. Let's make this drink. A tall glass, a hurricane glass is ideal. You could use something else. The first thing I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to cut up this watermelon. I should have done this before we started rolling, but you know, things happen. I have a knife that's too small too, so this will be comedic. It's sort of like when the clowns get out of the tiny car. Ah, look at that, I cut it in half. Oh, almost. All right. Put that part over there. Okay, cool. Where'd my shaker go? Okay, I'm gonna need my shaker. So this drink is interesting. To get what I wanna do, I'm gonna shake it 3 times because there's 3 layers and each one is going to be a little bit different. And so I just wanna get a chunk of watermelon in my shaker. I like about that much. I would say that that is about 2.5 ounces of watermelon. Make sure I got a good watermelon here, you know, because I kind of like watermelon. It's good stuff, right? I love watermelon. Primo watermelon. And I want 1 ounce of Jim Beam bonded bourbon. I'm gonna put 1 ounce of Jim Beam bonded bourbon in there. And that goes. Little ice, bourbon, and my piece of watermelon. That watermelon's gonna completely pulverize in here, and that's sort of the idea. It's true, that's pretty simplistic. There's not a lot going on there, but that's okay, don't worry about it. I want to start this drink with the straw already in it, and that will become apparent why in a moment. I find it to be helpful to use a bar spoon when doing this kind of a pour. And what I'm going to do is hold the bar spoon like so against my strainer, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to lay that bar spoon right at the layer that I want this to deliver to, and our drink's going to ride right down it. And that's going to enable me to deliver this exactly where I want. And we're going to leave that to sit. The next step is we're going to need 1 ounce of our Moonshine. Kentucky Moon. M-O-O-N, that spells moon. 1 ounce of Kentucky Moon. Well, that's not Kentucky, it's New York Moon, but whatever. I want a 1/2 ounce of lemon. And a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. And we're back into the shaker again. We're going to shake that up. All right. And now I need another layer of ice. And we got to work kind of quickly because this stuff is going to try to bleed up. I know you've never seen it on this show before, but today we're going to use legit Gifford's Blue Curacao. It's nothing more than Curacao that's blue. That's all it is. All right, so now I want another ounce of my Moonshine. Half an ounce of Curacao. And 1/2 ounce of Simple. And more ice. I'm going to put more of my crushed ice all the way up to the top here. America, spread your golden wings, soaring high, soaring high. V for victory. All right, let's get rid of those. That didn't work out so good. Let's give it a taste. Let's see how this went. Now, one of the things I want to point out right away is why did I put the straw in first? Well, if I put the straw through all these layers, it's going to drag that blue down and create a channel, and it's going to destroy the layering effect really quickly. This will bleed through, of course, but... Oh, yeah. That is a lovely bourbon. Bourbon kind of iced tea watermelon thing going on. Of course, it's going to evolve as the layers commingle, and you'll get something different a little bit at each layer, but that's not so bad. I like this. It's like a glass of bourbon, moonshine, watermelon lemonade. Where would I drink this? I would drink this at a monster truck rally or a tractor pull. In your backyard, in your front lawn, when you're out mudding, when you're wilding out. And down the holler. I would drink this down at the shore, on the barrier, on the islands. I would drink this. I would drink this on the front porch, on my back porch. Do do do, looking out my back door. I would drink this down by the levee, but the levee was dry. I would drink this on the Redneck Riviera, on the New York Riviera. This land is your land, this land is my land, from the New York Island to the Hurricane Islands. This land was made for you and me.